The RAV4 is Toyota's bread and butter in the US. Last year alone, sales reached an all-time high of 475,000 units. The all-new 2026 RAV4 is supposed to build on that momentum and capture even more potential buyers. As for Hyundai, the Tucson is by far their best-selling model, but it still is far from catching up to the RAV4's success with a measly 200,000 units sold last year. Now, Hyundai's decided to give it a facelift for 2026 and update the interior to try and close that gap even further. But are these updates enough to close such a massive gap? Well, that's exactly what you'll find out by the end of this video. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it. The new RAV4 throws everything that defined the old generation except for its dimensions. The core design features a color-matching grille, the rugged or woodland design replaces the grille with a simple black bar with two LED lights on each side, while the sport design gets a massive black hole dominating the entire fascia. The new signature boomerang headlights, on the other hand, sit a bit higher and are connected by a simple piece of plastic. From the side, there is a massive Y-shaped crease that runs across both doors, while a black piece of trim towards the bottom tries to disguise some of the visual mass of the profile. As for wheels, dependent on the trim level, it comes standard with 17 inches, with 18s and 20s being optional. Out back, nothing of the old model remains. The new taillights look like something out of a Lexus. The RAV4 badging is front and center of the liftgate under a blacked-out Toyota logo, while the bumper is just a massive piece of plastic mirroring a skid plate or diffuser depending on the trim level. As for Hyundai, well, it's a Hyundai, so the design is as busy as it gets. The grille and headlights are where the bulk of the changes happen. The hidden headlights are now reshaped and sit within the surrounding grille, which has horizontal elements of various thicknesses. The grille itself, on the other hand, is even bolder by making its shapes even larger, which leads to the amount of daytime running lights going down from 10 to 8. From the profile shot, the design is far more sophisticated than that of the RAV4, with a silhouette that makes it seem smaller when they actually both have very similar dimensions. New wheel designs have been introduced, which look even better than the previous ones. Out back, few updates were made. The same imposing taillights with the massive LED bar connecting them remain unchanged, though the lower bumper now features a slimmer middle section where the N-line trim houses a much sharper-looking diffuser. At least personally, the Tucson is just more interesting to look at. But what do you think? Is the RAV4 more your style? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. Jumping inside, the interior design of the RAV4 is just as radical as the outside, with a few grade-specific touches that sets each model apart. The Woodland, for example, uses rugged, outdoor-friendly materials with bronze accents throughout for an off-roady look. The Limited goes premium with Toyota's excellent soft-tex faux leather, and the GR Sport goes all-out, combining suede and faux leather in supportive sporty bucket seats. While the materials vary by trim, the RAV4 has some of the best interior packaging in the segment. There are two large phone storage areas below the touchscreen, including one with a wireless charging pad and a surprisingly spacious center storage compartment. Even the passenger gets a small cubby space in the dashboard. As for infotainment, it's also all new. The RAV4's center touchscreen ranges from 10.5 inches in the base and the Woodland models to a massive 12.9 inches in the Limited and GR Sport trims. The infotainment system loads up quickly, connects to wireless devices with ease, and is relatively simple to navigate. The 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster is standard across the range and changes animations and color depending on the drive mode. You can even display your maps on it. As for the Tucson, the in-cabin experience is where Hyundai applied its most impactful changes for 2026. Almost nobody liked the Tucson's fussy touch-sensitive controls and general lack of physical buttons. Well, it seems like Hyundai has listened and implemented more user-friendly knobs and switches. This new setup looks like a big upgrade for ease of use and ergonomics and puts the experience inside above that of what you find in the RAV4. The dashboard has been redesigned, the corny wraparound chrome accents are gone in favor of a slimmer and more horizontal look with a two-tier design. The new steering wheel adopts the brand's Morse code H motif. Tucked just behind it is the new twist-to-action shifter. The infotainment system has also been updated. It's now available with two 12.3-inch displays under a single pane of glass. The interface itself has been revamped with faster processing speeds and better visuals, while wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard across the board. Add the newly available head-up display, the fingerprint scanner on the dash that can be used in place of a smart key, and the addition of over-the-air software updates, and it all combines into something the RAV4 can't match even in its highest trim. When it comes to passenger and cargo space, the new RAV4 is identical in size to the previous model. Up front, there is plenty of space, and the new seats have more aggressive thigh and shoulder bolsters. The back seat space doesn't change over last year's model, with plenty of head and leg room, with the center seat integrated an armrest. Cargo space saw no other change either, with around 38 cubic feet available when the rear seats are up, or 70.4 with them folded flat. As for Hyundai, the Tucson's front seats are slightly more comfortable, with similar space to that in the RAV4. It's in the back, however, where it starts to flex its muscles, with a massive 41.3 inches of legroom and 39.5 inches of headroom. The comfy reclining rear seat, heated in limited form, makes the most of this stretched out space, which makes the Tucson generally comfortable for 4 adults. Cargo space is also impressive, with 38.7 cubic feet available with the 60/40 rear seats up, or 74.8 with them folded flat. As far as pricing goes, the gas-only model is gone, and the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid should start at around $32,000. But the trim level to get is the XLE Premium, which combines a good mix of equipment and price, though it doesn't look anywhere near as good as the Limited or GR Sport models. It includes newly redesigned 18-inch alloys, power tailgate, 8 power driver's seat, dual-zone climate control, and heated front seats. As for the Tucson, the SE starts at a significantly lower price of just $29,200. But the trim level to get is the SEL Convenience, which comes standard with the new dual 12.3-inch displays, wireless charging, keyless entry, heated front seats, and adaptive cruise control with lane keeping assist. The hybrid powertrain adds $3,000 to any trim level. As you can tell, the Tucson is slightly cheaper, especially when you consider its gas model, but what will really help you choose is how they drive. When it comes to on-road performance, every 2026 Toyota RAV4 is now electrified. The standard powertrain is a 4-cylinder hybrid, producing 226 horsepower with front-wheel drive or 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive. The plug-in hybrid delivers 320 horsepower, and a limited trim offers up to 52 miles of electric-only range. If you've driven a Toyota hybrid before, you know this powertrain isn't flawless. Even with further tweaks with the RAV4, like a new rear motor for all-wheel drive models, the powertrain still feels a bit rough. The engine is loud at startup and can get noisy on the highway if you are pushing it hard, which you might need to do on steeper roads, but it gets the job done. Steering across most trims is perfectly adequate for a compact SUV, but just like the previous model, this new RAV4 is still too loud. The engine is rumblier than many of its competitors, and road noise is noticeable across the lineup. The Woodland trim is the worst offender here. Its chunky off-road tires generate more noise and contribute to a rough ride, making it the least comfortable of the bunch. The 2026 Tucson, on the other hand, uses a much weaker 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4, producing 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. This engine simply doesn't have the power to move this SUV along, especially compared to the hybrid found in the RAV4. But once you get up to speed, it's a peach on highways and city roads alike. There is enough give to the sidewalls on the 19-inch tires that take the shock out of bigger bumps, while the suspension's dampening is finely judged, smoothing out any unwanted nastiness. It's also impressively quiet, a far cry from the RAV4's loud interior with very little road or wind noise making its way to the cabin. If you want to add even more refinement, then the hybrid with its combined 231 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque is the way to go. In everyday driving, the precise steering, comfy ride, and confident handling highlight one of the electrified Tucson's best features: its hushed interior when at cruising speed. So, which one should you get? Well, this is a tough one. If reliability and resale value are a top concern, then Toyota is the one to go for, obviously. But if you are after a refined ride with comfort and a competitive price, then nothing beats the Tucson.